And I want to say that I appreciate Roy Truitt for really coming aboard and seeing this thing live and understanding where I want to take it. Um, and you also. It was amazing to understand you. Very important. So I just want to say one thing. When I started out in this industry, I was 21 years old. Didn't know nothing about it. I was homeless. Um, and I learned the industry. I learned what it needed to have. And so I was trained by the best. But like he said, Ali said, we're not going to talk about that. 3 successful companies, multiple figure, that's gone and over with. Let's see what we could do here. So I decided that let's make it right. Let's do it right. Tired of doing it for every company, tired of doing it for every owner, tired of hearing the lies, the deception, right? We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Okay. And then at the end of the day, it's over. They change the plan, they change, they get greedy, they throw us to the side, they built their network, they got their money coming in, and then they forget about us. Well, it's not going to happen here, right? It's not. So when I decided to build Cool Tools for here and turn it into what I call one of the best things I've ever seen, I don't even believe we are where we are right now. So I was able to bring it to one point, and I said, well, to bring it to where it needs to go, we have to change things. And that's where Roy came in, and that's where Ali came in. And when you meet the other part of the corporate staff, you'll understand where we're going and what the dream is and what reality is going to be. So, my Cool Tools is very different. It's built on a platform that's flexible. We own every piece of the platform, the infrastructure, which these guys were very, very looking at, right? Because without infrastructure, we don't have nothing. We have zero. So what we did was, nobody was going to host 55 servers. Nobody was going to give us the bandwidth we need. Nobody was going to do that. And what I said is, how are we going to fix that problem? Because we don't want to just bring in, as he said, 10,000 people. We want to bring in hundreds of thousands of people in a solution that's going to help not only the network marketing arena, but also help people in traditional business and all around the world. Because we have something you guys are going to see tonight. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. So we went out and did something better. We bought our own server farm. So we can host ourselves. We have our own bandwidth. And then we took it one step further. We bought our own AI company. And so we took it to levels, and you guys will see something, amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to talk too much about all that. You guys will experience that and who we are as we go and build this thing. So let me just bring it live. And again, thank you, Roy, and thank you, Ali. Okay, so this is my Cool Tools Pro, right? This is something that I'm proud of. So we're going to do a little tour of the system. This is your homepage. And why I say this is important, right? Nobody has patents. Patents, right? Look at this. Patents. Nobody has that. We have patents on our solution, right? That's very important. You guys will be proud to promote this, okay? So what it does, it's, first of all, look at this. We have, for every industry that we can serve, 64 industries, we have different websites, different lead capture pages, different portal pages, different funnels, right? Then we have our websites. You go through the website, you go pick your industry, and you'll see this, and it creates your industry on the fly in any language you want. Huh? Any language you want. If you're a team and you're building your team, you build your website, you hit a button, it replicates throughout your team. Okay? Amazing. Right. So that's what makes me excited. That's what makes it exciting. All video driven, all avatar driven. Huh? Not only AI driven, avatar driven. Okay. This is what it does for your social media, right? You have all your team chats. What does that mean? You can create your chat and speak within the system to your members, to your customer service. You'll all have your own customer service. You'll all have your communication with everybody that goes through your system. Huh? Video phone, right? You'll be able to create your own videos and put it in your SMS, which you'll see, and send it out. Schedule calendars for the people that are in the business and they want like a doctor or a real estate or Mr. Joe who owns a roofing company, right? Estimates. You'll be able to create your own estimates for roofers, for plumbers, for electricians, for Mary Jo who has her little store, right? Social media. This is the one I love the most, right? You can communicate through social media. You can actually take this system, this solution, put your little message in there, hit hello, hit go, and it'll create you your social media in any language you desire, right? And we're going to talk about something that's very important. That's an industry disruptor. That's not only for our industry, but for the internet, right? We have done something that's going to change the internet. Okay, so document files. We have built something in the back where you can create your own documents, your own files, your storing, right? Go further. Your email marketing and your SMS marketing, right? Not only the email autoresponders, not only the you can put it and schedule it. You can do something very. You can actually go back there, work your program, hit a button, it puts it in queue, or you could do a fast send on as many people as you have in your system, right? Your campaigns, AI driven. AI driven, right? Important to know that. Your SMS. Where did you ever see autoresponders for SMS? Never, 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 never. You can create your SMS, your message, schedule it up to 1 year. You want to do a Zoom, put it in, put your schedule in, hit the button. When it's ready to go, it's going to go. You want to communicate to your team, put it in, hit the button when you want it to go. That's a feature that's amazing. Customize your website. Like I said, you can do anything you want. It's flexible. And wait, this is nothing. All right. Real-time insights, real-time stats on every single thing you do. Huh? You can chart your stats on every single thing you do within the system. 64 features, 64 things of stats. Your commissions, listen, check this out. Ali saw this yesterday, but we could tell what browser you came in, what operating system you have on your when it reaches its destination, the email, the SMS, your website. We could tell you what operating system you have. It's never been done before. Never, right? Never been done. And you guys will experience all that. So let's go to the products a little bit, okay? We only show a little bit over here because there's so many good things that we have, and it's impossible to lay them out. And so, you know, we go through from email marketing to professional training. You heard Ali say training. We have internal training is going to blow your mind. All video driven, all flip book driven, right? Step by step by step by step. If you want to become a top telephone recruiter, network marketing, this is where you're going to get it done. That training is 30 something years of making. I've worked it. I've created it, right? I've built 3 successful network marketing organizations from this system that you see here. I promise you. You could go back and do a search on archives.org from the year 2000 to 2024 when the internet first started, Prospect Planet. I had my hands in Constant Contact. I had my hands in Web Creators. These companies exist. They became the bomb. Click Back, email marketing system. I built their whole back. TextLink, built their whole back. You guys remember Magic Jack? Huh? I did that. I built that. Came out of Arizona. Came out of Arizona. Nobody, it was so expensive to make calls, right? From the States to Canada, the phones were expensive back then. So we came out with Magic Jack. You plugged it in, you chose your phone number, and now you were working off a bandwidth from your computer to call anywhere in the world for free. It was $1. You were paying $1. We came out with something called the Smile Cam. You guys see it now. It's called NetMedia. It used to be called VCOM. We sold it to them. Huh? We created our own camera because the computers didn't have a camera, right? So it was called Smile Cam. We went to a company and we created it to fit VCOM, which is the same stuff as you see now, right? And the camera would do a 360 follow you anywhere you went. And we had people from Australia, everywhere, Greece, Italy, Germany, US, Mexico. We had people using that tool. Huh? Magic Jack. It was an amazing tool, right? So these are the features we have. I want to talk about our API webhooks. So if you're an affiliate marketer, you can actually go in the back, put your affiliate program, hook up to the webhook, and you can market yourself. The integration, these are what I'm showing you is very important to understand. These are very important tools, especially for us, the network marketers, right? Forget all this. We talked about that. A/B testing, right? Not only you could test different pages, but you'll get stats on everything that you do. Blogging, you could create unlimited blogs. That's big out there, especially for the traditional market, right? Global products, workflow, landing pages, membership. I mean, everything you want. This is the best right here. I love that. I love seeing people succeed. All right. So that's the products. Let's go a little bit into pricing, which is important. Okay. We've created 3 packages. So we said we took our marketing plan. We're going to talk about that. So we said, how can we do this, right, without robbing people, right? Because I wanted everybody to have the same features. I didn't want to charge for different features, and we got this, because for real, you could take features out of here, and if we wanted to, we could have started companies over and over again. We didn't do that. So what we did was, because we own our data center, right? We said, okay, let's make it where people can have the ability to mail out and create different packages. So, but not only that, to have all the features. That's what's important. The features, right? Look at these. I mean, you short URLs. I what I can't even start saying what we got here. I mean, push notifications. Some of you been in the industry a long time, and this is very important for your team. Push notifications. I love that feature. And I want to tell you guys something, right? All the marketing features in this tool, in this solution, I used to build every single network, right? From version 6 to version 8, and version 6, people are building those now and putting them on the market and making companies out of our version 6. This is all right. So we got not only these features, we got more features than this that are here. And I never like saying what's coming, okay? But what we did also is we built I'm not going to say for markets that can't really start off with in European markets, and we built a way where they can come in and start building a network also. So we have our international market. It's for different countries, limited, of course. So that's how it goes there. You guys are going to enjoy marketing this stuff, and you can be proud of talking about the tools you have. Let's go one step further, which this is important. We have, as you see, the industries. We could start off from roofing, insurance, and then look at this. This is nothing, right? If we would have put everything in there, you would have seen 64, right? So let's click this, more industries. You guys will have the opportunity tonight. We're going to release this to you guys where you're going to be able to see this whole system, right? So we added, these are the this is amazing because I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, look at this. People can go back there and actually create websites for their industry. Look at this. Fitness, whatever that is, the government, HVA, air conditions, insurance, real estate, landscaping, law, locksmith, medical practice, moving, painting, right? This thing is amazing. It does stuff. I'm even amazed. Auto mechanics, right? So it'll create, this is what it does. It'll create the website for you. You can actually go and learn more about what it does. So this thing is a lot different than a lot of things. I mean, it's amazing. So it's all video driven. It'll tell your prospect or the person you're going to what it does for them and for you. So you can market this. You can go out and market it to anybody. You heard Ali say, the opening of where market you can take it to, right? So you can go to real estate. You can go to roofers. You can go to network marketers. Has everything back then. You're going to see something that's going to blow your mind in a minute. So as far as our training, we talked about it, all video driven, right? So you go, and this is what I want to tell you guys a little bit about, okay? So we have different categories of training courses, right, that are live. They're going to be live courses. This is the one I believe you guys are going to really appreciate because it'll take you through a system that'll give you exact scripts that I use to build huge organizations, but create people to do the same. I believe in duplication. I mean, this industry is about duplication, right? So I call it, excuse me, but I call it verbal diarrhea, right? So you want everybody to do the same. And we'll talk a little bit about prospecting on how this system and why I say video driven. If you're prospecting and you call a prospect on the marketing side and they ask you, what is this about? You just say, hold on a minute, go into the thing, hit one of the videos, send it to them. You call them back. The script gives you exactly what you need to say and what you need to do. So you guys will enjoy that. I really think that I believe that you guys should, everybody should go and print out. Here's the ebooks for every course, simple ways to all that stuff. You're gonna love it. It's something that I believe is going to take you guys to a different level. Just practice it. Go back there. We're going to have trainings on Saturday, 12 o'clock, starter trainings, 1 o'clock, for professional training and all that other stuff that's going to come there. You'll see it by yourself. It's Saturday, 12 o'clock Eastern time. We hold our trainings. So Cool Tools AI, I call it smarter than heck. It's like crazy, right? So it's gonna tell you exactly here. And when you get your system and your websites, you're gonna go there and read it and actually go through it yourself and experience it in the back, right? How it does all this follow-ups for you, SMS follow-ups. Look at this is a feature I believe the marketers will use a lot. Your blogging, your pages. Here, look at this. Facebook ads. You're going to create your ad. You could put just a headline, right? You'll choose what you want, hit a button, and it'll create you your ad. But here's where it comes more important. So a lot of times, you'll create your ad or you'll create your message, right? But listen, it's going to learn who you are. So if you want to be Teddy AI, for instance, it'll start, you just tell it what you want it to do, and eventually it'll catch up to you. This is smarter than anything. It speaks 200 languages, and it's learning a lot more by itself every day. It's going in, and the more we feed it, the more it's going to learn. It's not just AI, GPT-4. It's more advanced. It's got everything in it. Chat. You'll see for yourself, right? I'm going to leave it like that so you guys can understand. Google Ads, text headlines, keywords. That's important for your ads. Keywords. It's going to help you choose the keywords that you're going to need to put your websites out there, your Facebook, your lead capture pages, even your blogs. I mean, keywords are important, right? And I'm going to share this with you as we go into the back office, why it's important, okay? LinkedIn, another one. All of that, right? So it'll do all this for you. I mean, it'll write for anything you want. They didn't put all of them in there because there's so many, right? That you can go back there, choose your industry, and help it write. You go in there, you put the headlines or the little chapters you want, select an email, select a paragraph, and then you can create it where if you want it with charisma, funny, professional, even ideas. You can ask it some ideas on what to write, right? It's amazing. And that's only version 1. Then you're going to see version 2. I'm not really going to get into the talking about it because I got a whole. So it's when you see version 2 that's coming out in the next couple of days, and then as that chat and your it has categories, right? You select the category, what you want, it gives you the answer, and it'll help you do everything. I love that. I mean, I'm in love with that, right? And much more, right? Because we can't put everything. So let's do something that's more important. Look at this. I'm going to turn it into Greek, for instance, right? So it goes through, it takes a minute, a second, and it turns your website into that language. But not only your front, every single lead capture page, every single website that's back there, every single thing. Then when you mail it out, when you mail your letters out, right, you write it in English, and when it reaches its destination in Greece, Italy, France, whatever country you're mailing to your prospects, it'll automatically change the language that the country you send it to. by the last destination. It knows that, right? And a lot of the letters we're doing, they're video driven. So let's log in to the back office, which I'm very proud of, years and years and years and years. And this website took a lot of planning and work to get it, because before we go in the back, I want it to be, these guys will tell you, all the team that works for us. We got 38 people that work, not only from video, we have Brian who drives all of that, but to programmers, to designers, to our security, very important, to what's secure. And everybody will tell you that, no, I pursue excellence. We cannot have something that somebody's going to laugh. I don't want anybody to say that. I hate people laughing at me. Not that I have a complex. Okay, so let's log in the back, right? You could, we'll talk about that, the social media. So this is your back office as a member, right? Let me explain a little bit the back office. First of all, when you log in, it's going to have a pop-up where you pop and it'll tell you exactly what to do. And as you go through your funnels, it'll explain to you what the back office is for your prospect, right? And so when you log in the back, we want you guys, make sure you click the link to log into the Telegram, because that's where we're going to be communicating with the field. So make sure you log in back there, check it, stay in contact with that. The blog is video driven. That'll be released, I think on Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure yet, but you'll see it. So when they go through your lead capture page, we call it the tour page, push notification. They go through your lead capture page. There's nothing in there now, but you'll see, where am I? Oh, God. Let me see. Right here. Okay. You will be able to see all your lead capture pages. And what will happen is your prospect will fall into the tour page, which is your lead capture page form. Once they go through, they go to your 7-day free trial. We'll talk about that when we go to the marketing plan. If they decide, when they decide to become a full-blown member, it takes them out of all that and it puts them in the membership. So what we said was we need the field to communicate with every single member in their downline, because that's what I want as a marketer, right? So I'm not holding back on any tool that we need to market. That's why when I said I disconnected from corporate and came into, I don't care what they do there. What they do has nothing to do with us in the field. They're going to support us, and we'll talk about some stuff. But we've created a technology, we call it cross-pollination, and it took us a long time to build that. And the system knows, that's why you'll always see our funnels in our system have these 3 steps, right? Can't be figured out because the principle that it works behind, it has a behavior that it's hard to figure. It'll never happen. So it knows how to move it. It delays stuff. It does what it does in the background, but you'll see how that works and be proud of it, right? And we have it now where it goes up 4 levels up. So when someone comes out of your tour page, 4 levels up, we'll know that you got a lead or a prospect that came through and they're obligated or whatever to help you. So when you go through, you'll find somebody in your upline that matches your personality that you want to work with. It always happens in the industry. I always look and not worry what's above me, but always worry what's down underneath me, right? So when it goes through the pre-enrollment, you'll also know that, right? And what it does, it's telling you to help your downline. Get in there, help them, get in the trenches with them. help them build. This system is a relationship building solution. This is what it's designed to do. It's designed for duplication because I believe in residual income. I don't want to work and not get paid for when I say I decide not to pull back and maintain my organization and help it grow. I remember when I was with my other company, I created a check 4 years straight of 350,000 a month. And when I decided to kind of relax a little bit because I was having fun, it balanced out as it went at 270, 260 a month, right? And I didn't have to do nothing really. Maybe once in a while I would jump on a Zoom call. But those people that came in that I built with brick by brick by brick by brick, I don't go after I leave a company or I decide that the owner's a piece of garbage and he's doing stuff to the field that I don't agree upon, right? And I'll fight for the field till the end. I'll fight for my distributors, for the distributors, no matter what, right? These guys may understand, the corporate understands that there's certain things that will never be touched. Your comp plan, right? So the principles that it works, and we're going to have our app that's going to be released in the next couple of days where it's going to tell you you got paid, and everybody above you will get a text message, of course, in the email, how much money you made on which level, from your fourth level all the way up to your first level. So we'll talk about that. Okay, this is your main link. You want to always take this link and promote it, but you can go in the back and change it. You'll be able to see all your activity. I don't have nothing in it. What the favorite pages, the most popular pages, you know what you're marketing in, and I call that, and you'll see you have where you can chart every single thing you do. You can market any way you want, right? And that's important to know if you're marketing where your focus is going to be, right? So if you're doing multiple marketing or you're doing a co-op with your team, you guys can try different ways of doing it, right? And pick out the best lead capture page or the best emails and know exactly how to set it up, right? You can do it on Facebook and everything else. You'll get the announcements. Now let's go. I don't want to go to the genealogy. The AI, right? There he goes. This guy is smart, right? Yeah, I want you guys to experience because if I get into it, I don't want to get off it, right? So I'm going to click out of that. This is the best, your main link pages. It'll give all your funnels over here, and you can select the funnels you want, and it'll put it with your lead capture pages, right? So let's go to something that's very important, okay? Your lead capture pages, right? You go to categories. You select the category you want, right? And it'll bring up restaurant, I don't know, anything you want in different categories. So you'll experience that. Your blogs, you can go back there and create multiple, like I told you, but it has pre-built templates. You'll choose them. I don't have nothing in it, so it won't show until I can create one and bring it in. But it has multiple ones that we created in different. It's nice. You go back there and experience it yourself. Now, let's talk about our email broadcast. And I'm doing this real quick because we don't have time. I wish we could spend all night. Email broadcast. So you can select your contact, right? Then I'm going to go to view contacts for a minute. And you can select your contact, right? And your contact will come up. You'll click the contact you want as you're working it, right? Go through, you select, let's say you're working it, you call this guy up, you monitor the actions if you want to send them an SMS totally throughout. You want to edit whatever you want to do. And here's the best. This is going to chart what pages it went through and tell you exactly what to know when you go through it. It's so simple. So you'll know when they go through your lead capture pages 7 days, and you'll know what to market, what video to send them, what kind of information. And then when you're done, you go to either add to broadcast and it'll put it into add to broadcast, or you can go to quick broadcast. So when you click quick broadcast, it takes you, you put it in, and you go back there and you can select the template you want, and I'll show you the library. So I know a lot of people, they struggle with, they're new and they got marketing, they want to learn, they don't know how to write, even us, right? You want to do custom letters, but we have designed letters, and we'll keep designing letters for SMS, things that work, for your emails, your video, and you can select and choose which one you want to use for any stage of your marketing, and you'll like that. I mean, it's very important, right? Here it is, your email marketing library. Select which one you want, right? You select it, and it puts it directly. You can actually see it in your marketing, and it'll run a test through which one you want. Like it'll run a test on how many, it'll tell you really, it'll tell you in 2 minutes what spam letters are in there, right? It'll tell you in 2 minutes what spam letters in there when you add it to your broadcast, right? So you'll select from the template. You go here, load your template, select what category you want. Tour page, prospecting, free 7 days, and of course miscellaneous, right? You'll click and do the same thing you did with the library. And there's multiple ones. And you can change the language from here when you do that. Everything will change. So you load up your letter when you create it, when you do a custom, when it tells you how many contacts you have in queue for it to go out. When I say in queue, as you're working it, you select the contact you want, and it puts it in there, whether quick or broadcast, for not only your email but for your SMS, right? I'll show you that. So you can add or take off, but that's important to know who you selected, when you selected them, and you can remove them or put them in there at any time, right? And it'll remove it. You go back, and then you can remove all of them. But what I like about this is spam. Now, I started out my career, which was important, and this is how I build, right? Like I said before, I don't go disrupt anybody's income from the companies I left. I go build brick by brick by brick by brick over again. So this system allows you to do that. All you got to do is work the system, work the platform, work it. You're going to say, oh, it don't work. Listen, we can go back there and see how many hours you spent in the back over there. So there's no, it don't work. Okay. That's not in the vocabulary. But you can actually click the spam, and it takes 2 minutes countdown, and nobody has this in mailing systems, right? We do our own mail. We don't farm it out. You can do it through different. I'll show you it. You can do it, but we do our own mail from here through our own mail servers, right? We protect the integrity of our servers, and what we did was we built a spam check. So you'll put your letter in there, you'll hit view for spam, and it'll take 2 minutes to go through it, and it'll give you the words that you need to change, or the URL, or what you need to do to make your mail end up to its destination where it's the recipient, right? The person you're sending it to. And that's all AI driven. Okay. So I suggest, if you're doing mail and you're working it, don't just go back there and start mailing out like that. It's not going to work. They will, the team will recognize it, and they'll send you an email saying, hey, you're spamming, right? That's the protection we have because we have a lot of people using it, right? So if somebody comes in the system and he's just playing and spamming, he's not ruining it for you. You're not ruining it, but you're ruining it for everybody that's within this platform. So to eliminate that, we're telling you, listen, and I want that, right? Because I did all that and I learned not to do it, had not to do it, right? Um, and this is very important feature. So don't spam from this platform. Do not do that, right? Because they will shut you down. It's just the way it is. So in 2 minutes, it'll tell you what to remove from there from a letter, and it gives you a score, and it tells you from this point on what's good, what's bad. And go back there and put a letter in, customize a few letters, try it out, play with it, be careful, don't go crazy and start, putting out mail and using the abusing the system. Okay. You can look at your group contacts, right? Right now we have these are pre-contacts when you get in the system and you purchase your pack, you're going to get pre-telephone qualified leads, and you're the only one who has them. They're not promoting them or selling them to anybody else. They come into your system. They'll come into the Team Builder one. You can create your campaign in there and move your lead capture pages around and your funnels, or you can use the one that's already created. Try that one. I use it. It works for me, but pick what works for you. Put your own style into your marketing. I know there's people on this call that don't need my, um, but I'm going to give you my advice because I built the system and I know how it works, right? So those leads are really, really good, right? They're waiting for you to call them. I say 7 out of 10, if you know how to work it, you'll get a conversation. And then from there, it's up to you to close it and bring them in. Don't just close somebody, bring them in your business, and just leave them to die out there. Okay? Stop. See what his needs are. See how good they are. Show them to your upline. Introduce him. Let the people above you help you work with that prospect, with your new enrollee. Okay? So there's a bunch of good stuff back there. You'll figure it out as you go. It's not hard. And I mean, you got everything here. All right. Then you have your packages for upgrading for if once you reach a certain level with your mailing system, right? And how many contacts you put, it's going to tell you to upgrade to add more contacts, right? So that's important. Keep your eye on that. And then you can go and then you buy leads, right? You can go to the menu here, select what leads you want to purchase, and go from there, like your telephone verified. You select them, and this is beautiful because if you want to work your program and you want to have success, it tells you exactly what the questions were that they asked them uh, to qualify them before they bring them out. You go back there and check out the packages on what you desire to use to market yourself, right? Super clicks. You can get super clicks and drive as much as traffic if you do a co-op and just get that momentum going. It'll start doing the fear of loss up, and that's important. It'll motivate you, right? Um, you have what I like is the ones that are for what do you call it? Uh, I'm stuck with geographic and demographic leads, right? So you have all of that back there, get it, and go back there and check. Okay. So let me take it one step further on your stats, right? Skip, right? There's nothing back in my office, so you can't see it. That's why it's doing that, right? You can upgrade, and then your SMS packages that you have here, your SMS leads, right? You can select your leads, what lead you want to call, the same way, your SMS, right? And it'll bring it all up and you can go from there. I don't have nothing in it, so I can't do nothing with it, right? And so do your SMS, go back there and practice it. Social media, go back there and practice it. See what we got in social media. Your advanced, your advanced stuff, your advanced tools, and co-ops, traffic. You can go back there and you can actually see short and long traffic, and you work that out if you're doing an ad co-op, which helps you. You know, it'll tell you the language inside your emails if you have to change it or whatever. Um, you have your templates. You can create templates for your lead capture pages, and not your also your forms, what kind of forms you want to put on your marketing pages. If you want to ask them questions and bring it up and stuff like that, you can do that. Your short forms and your affiliate links, you can add them. I don't have nothing back there and you won't see it. But when you go play with it, it'll tell you what to do. You can actually add links back there and um, it'll tell you you can hook it up yourself once you start getting traffic. Your training courses, it's all back there. Use a guide with getting it ready to put out all the emails with the avatars to take you through the system where you can see it. Training and resources, you have the training and resource center. You can click the announcements, new announcements, and documents. I love this because the people who are going to come through in your business, the traditional market, they'll be able to use this resource center and save important documents, right? But also what they're going to be able to do, they can create coupons, right? So I was talking to someone the other day, watch this. This is the truth, God's honest truth. And he has a lawn service, right? But he does plowing in the winter, and in the summer he does lawn service, okay? And I said to him, I said, Bob, you're cutting my grass every 2 weeks. You come here and do this, and then in the wintertime you do the plowing. How are you bringing, how are you keeping in contact with your, your customers? And he says, well, they know me, they call me. I said, well, you can go in the back and create a form and they'll get an email with your coupon. You can give them a 10% or 5% that attracts more, whatever you want to do, a coupon. They'll go fill it out. Now you gave them the coupon, but you have their information where you can go and hit them with another hello, listen, I'm coming by, this, whatever the case may be. I did it with a pizzeria. There's a pizzeria, they got 5 pizzerias. I was talking to Roy the other day. They got 5 pizzerias, traditional business, family. And I said, let me create you a website and let me do you with these big, like Domino's is doing, these big companies, and you can do it here with your pizzeria. You can do it with your deli. So it's something that you can use. Now, your genealogy, okay? We own our own platform. We don't farm it out, okay? This is a test one because it's not live yet. It will be live. And so when you log in your back, you'll click on your genealogy, right? It'll bring up your 3 legs, right? It'll give you a total amount of each leg, what's in it, who's active. Of course, you can see that you have to be active, right? I'll show you the comp plan. That active means what? You have to have your product. You have to have 3 people that have their product. They have to be active and qualified. So 3 of these people, you can go as wide as you want, right? Because it's a force fixed matrix and it spills over, right? So you could build 5, 10 matrices at a time, right? So you have to be active and qualified, and you teach that down in your downline, and I'll show you that. So you can see your orders through here, order history. your genealogy, your resources, and your members that you have, right? And so your resources, your comp plan, right? You have a PDF, which I suggest you print it out, go through it, pin it on the wall, and study it, right? Very simple.